One map 2, we have switched the roster. Myself, Sadokist, HenryG, and Yanko, YNK. Going to be bringing you the next match between Without a Roof and curiously late gaming on Overpass to start things off. I will spoil the beans. That's going to be our veto. But guys, what do we think coming into this? Obviously, Without a Roof, a lot of roster changes lately. And again, tonight, they've got some issues with that.
Yeah, another stand-in coming in. This is one of the teams we haven't seen a consistent lineup for.
Have you guys had a first game that didn't involve a stand-in?
Nah, it's pretty rare.
And I think Liquid versus CLG is probably one of our first ones yesterday. Yeah, today we come in with Wargaming. I think they have Brehze back. Or Brehze.
Well, they had him last night, to be fair.
Yeah, but the first time we saw them, he was missing. Then the second time, he wasn't great, to be honest. And now they have a new stand-in. His name escapes me, but it's a new player. I'm sure we'll get it in a second.
Yes.
But yeah, the headline of this team is
I think it's MSO is the new player.
That's right,
tonight,
yeah. And
we'll see how it goes.
The headline of these guys is they lost Slemmy. He's gone to Cloud9. Yanko, I'm not sure you...
And I mean, he was the in-game leader of the team, right? So that's an extra difficulty, an extra obstacle they have to overcome now. I mean, about this game, it was a surprising result that, I mean, they made it here. They were called Obey Alliance. They beat Selfless to come into this tournament. I think it surprised a lot of people, certainly surprised me as well. And, you know, they didn't have that many notable results in this league even. So I would expect, for me, CLG are the heavy favorites coming into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you can see this going any other way apart from a 2-0. Because the Knives coming in. It's going to be Overpass to kick things off as well. Can be one of the harder maps to play, especially as a pug. If you want to call it a pug of standing players and stuff.
Just to go back to your point as well, they beat Selfless, who's a quite stable roster. You know, Without a Roof, it's a second in for sponsor list effectively. And coming into this league, you would have thought they might have interest. Do you think that this roster turmoil starts to hurt them in that regard? I mean, first off, they're not getting results. That's not surprising. But even for someone that wants to pick them up.
I mean, definitely, because even, you know, for these lower tier teams, when they lose a player, it's probably much more difficult than a stable team, because they can introduce a new player to the play style, to the tactics. They probably need to reinvent their whole game, especially because they lost the in-game leader. So I agree. I think what they should try and do is somehow at least form a core of the team, so they have something to work with, so that these players, at least, they will certainly get experience playing in this league, if nothing else, and then figure out what that core is, and then work around that, and maybe switch players around until they find a stable 5 that works well together.
All right, well, I can't argue with that. I think that's logic. We're going to jump into it. The pistol has started. It is Overpass. CLG starting out on the CT side. FugLy already pushed up toward middle, facing off toward the fountain to be specific, and it's going to be Seb. It's going to rotate and push past. Try and get the information out toward long. Good shot by BSR to start it off. The in-game leader now, by the way.
Is that who he is? Okay.
That is who he is.
Well then, we'll see what he can bring to the table. They have got the advantage here as well. 5 on 3. It's going to be the CT's desperately trying to reposition themselves and find out if they can get the next frag. It looks like Without a Roof will be heading towards the B site, hazing towards connector as well. So he could actually do something with this. Looking like the T's will be focusing towards the monster tunnel there. There's the first kill though, taking down DSR, and now that's going to be the signal for the terrorists to swarm into that B site. All 4 players going through monster.
Pretty good start so far though from this terrorist approach. They've got a bomb in position. They haven't got to the plant just yet. Good pick from Tarik from the window. No one's going to try and rotate back through. Catches FugLy, and Tarik went down as well. Really good shots from no one, who picks up 2 kills. 1-0 so far for War to start this off.
Yeah, aggression coming in from the CTs. It's actually CLG that lose the first couple of frags there. Hazed doing what he could. Managed to pick up 1, and Tarik joined it as well, but just didn't have the manpower to try and retake the side there. As you said, Without a Roof not rushing the plant, they wanted to make sure the situation was safe before they sacrifice a player to that 4-second commitment, but it worked out for them, and they managed to get round number 1 here. So we go into number 2. Obviously, CLG will be forcing into this second round. They've got CZs, 5-7s, and got head armor as well, so it still could be an interesting round, considering that Without a Roof have got 4 Mach 10s, Matt. This is very unorthodox. This is almost strange, I would have to say. You want to normally have at least 2 or 3 rifles and then 2 SMGs maybe to kind of back them up, and they can go to these positions first. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this, but let's see how it works out. It's definitely boosted CLG's chance of winning the second round. So the first bit of damage coming in is MSO that gets tagged in the beginning, and there is a couple of frags being exchanged as well. Seb, no one gets Tarik, and we're down to a 4-on-4. DSR's been taken down to 26 HP as well, so damage being inflicted. It's going to be Brehze. As I say that, JDM takes down FugLy in the end, but does recover and get the flag onto it. So actually man advantage now for CLG. DSR still on low HP, and now they have to work out what they're going to do with this bomb. As I said, these MAC-10s didn't really make much sense in this situation. They'll be working out as they negate through the connector area now.
DSR gets JDM. 2 versus 2 though, considering winning the pistol. This is some of the problems with Without a Roof. They seem to be a little bit aggressive in times when they could fall back and be a little bit more passive in these situations. Cutler's going to play out toward the front of the bathrooms. He has to get the information. He will. All on the sound. MAC-10, no one looking, no one goes down. And when I say no one looking, I don't mean the player. He was not looking. That drops the bomb. hazed is going to pop out, take down DSR as well. And now that's an eco pickup for CLG. This is going to sway things heavily for the whole course of the half.
Yeah, as I said, it all comes down to that lack of firepower for Without a Roof. Didn't have the AKs to actually hold the long-range angles, getting bested by the CZs. They're going to have much more range than these MAC-10s, and they find the initial frags, get the man advantage, fall back to the sites, and it's Cutler of a decent position towards that bathrooms area, secures the round and drops a bomb. And again, round number 3 is going to be Without a Roof force buying back into this as well. They've got 5 Tech 9s, a couple of smokes and flashbangs, and that should be focusing straight towards middle as well, not slowing down whatsoever. Going to be taking the confrontation straight away, but a big grenade comes in, does a ton of damage, about 200 in fact. FugLy opens things up, headshot on towards Seb, and now they can fall back to the side. They know they get the advantage here. Brehze does find a kill. At this point, there's more grenades coming in, doing more damage here, and then we're forcing this way onto towards the bomb site. FugLy waiting.
Good shot from hazed to start it off. MSO, stand-in, goes down immediately. 2 players inside of the A site. It's DSR, the last found. Tarik able to walk up behind, take him down with the CZ-75. So CLG able to continue on.
Yep.
Have to buy some upgrades here, though.
Yeah, at this point, though, they're not up against a full eco, right? So it's Without a Roof. We'll be going with 5 blocks for the looks of things. There is a Deagle on MSO coming out. That's about it. P250 on DSR. This round should be the chance for CLG to farm some cash. You can see that coming in with the MP9 and MP7 buys. Just trying to make the most of these lighter weapons, have that run and gun potential. So FugLy pushing up towards middle. He's actually got the M4, so looking for that initial headshot. Not going to find it. Does some damage on towards DSR. That's about it. CCG's kind of falling back. There's just scouting for information to start. They just got a couple of players towards middle, falling back and waiting for the next move to be made. There's not really much the terrorists really can do. They've got no utility whatsoever. A couple of Deagles trying to find those long-range headshots. They're going to get control of bathrooms, but still there's no real chance to break down these crossfires the CTs are implementing right now.
JDM takes down no one, turns back, finds a second. Good play with the MP9. This will build him up the bank and start to get towards the AWP. And a 3rd kill for him. He'll easily
Go 4.
be in a position. Yeah, exactly. 4th overall. You're right. So he should be easily in a position to pick it up. $7,900 for him.
Absolutely.
Drop that M4 to whoever pleases to use it. FugLy, obviously, he went down. Great. No upgrade for him. He can buy in some utilities. And there it is. JDM immediately onto the AWP in the first gun round.
Yeah, JDM's been a player that's been absolutely stellar recently. A lot of tournaments, he's displaying so much talent. Yesterday was another great performance against Liquid. We'll see what he can bring to the table here. There's no AWP, of course. 4 Without a Roof, could have 5 AKs. Lack of utility as well. Only got 3 smokes remaining after the initial one has been thrown. So we'll see how this round goes down. It's going to be Tarik who's on the MP7 still. JDM with a decent nade towards middle. Unable to find a pick at the start of the round, but they have done a ton of damage. That spray can actually go through. Does actually tag up hazed a little bit there, but doesn't find the kill just yet. And now the terrorists are pushing the CTs back to the bomb sites. So far, so good. Haven't lost a single player, but hazed getting in an advantageous position in water hit. Going to be looking for anyone coming through that door, but it's going to be a passive hold now from the terrorists. Going to be waiting in more of a default mentality. 3 smokes still in their possession, so could go for an execution here. It's going to try and get in control of middle and bathrooms potentially, but look towards long. That's where we've actually got some aggression coming in from the CTs. Looking at that first frag, they're going to have someone waiting for them as well.
No one, just waiting. Behind the fence that swallows bullets. We saw that at the major. Cutler walks out curiously. DSR in the open. You would have thought they would have had some information toward the party, but he walks out, walks past it, and completely overlooks it. FugLy's able to turn back and find MSO. So again, miscommunication, misplay. Seb with a good shot. Does take down FugLy, but still going to be 4 versus 2 here in favor of CLG. And honestly, I feel this half is going to be a landslide, a one-sided affair, because right now, Without a Roof doesn't look like they have communication or execution based with them.
Yeah, they're getting bested in the Angels right now. They were just holding up for any aggression from the CTs that comes along. And it is going to be a nice shot there from no one, actually, as we're just about to close that round up. But only 5 seconds remain, so they'll be trying to hold on to their weapons. The point I'm trying to make is that they're holding for the aggression from the CTs, but still getting faced and getting completely wrecked as they're holding for the CTs to push. So that's going to show you there's a different, or disparity, I guess, in the talent available for both teams. But without a roof now, do drop the first gun round. It's going to be 2 players saving AKs. Obviously, don't get any cash going into this round, but they have got flashbangs, and I think that's an incendiary picked up on towards no one. So we'll see how they decide to buy into this round. Could go with 3 Tech 9s to join them. And that is going to happen. Not a full force buy, though. Brehze getting Tech 9 and armor. A couple of smokes. I would say go towards B at this point. Try and do one of those full wall of smoke execution. Try and get the bomb down. See if you can get that first kill running through the smoke. And it's going to be Seb leading the charge in Monster Tunnel. Tarik, though, looking like he wants to face. He's still got that MP7, so building up a ton of cash here. Decent smoke to slow them down once again. He'll go for the spray here, surely. Or in fact, maybe going for some RPK moves, sliding up the wall. And here comes the play from Without a Roof.
Responding to first. Seb responds, though. This gives them an entrance because all 3 players from Counter Logic Gaming have to rotate over from the A site. Ball going to go toward the B side. It's opened in the plant as well. Inside of the smoke, they're going to go right slightly of default. That leaves it a little bit more open to Monster as well, so you can control the peak a little bit more easily. FugLy, Molotov out toward that position, try and limit them. Actually goes off and shallow on the platform itself based off of the pillar. Cutler finds a shot, takes down Seb. DSR gets 2 back, though. Finally a chance. 2 versus 1. Low HP for FugLy, and DSR, he'll close it out. All 3 kills, and Without a Roof pick up their second round.
Well, there it is. They went for that. Go on.
Well, I was going to say, look at the money in terms of FugLy. Everyone else is fine, but just goes to show you that he's actually been someone that's getting chiseled away.
Yeah.
Carry on. Not significant. Just enjoying it.
Yeah, they still have enough cash to buy. I think they had plenty of money, especially on Tarik. You can see he's invested 8k into this round. He's easily able to drop. And it's going to be 4-2 Without a Roof. The simple B play coming in, a couple of soaks going over, and it's Seb that opens things up with that AK-47. The problem is now they do have the potential here to be fully reset. Of course, the CLG team have tons of cash to buy into this round. Still no AWP for Without a Roof. And going to round number 7. It's going to be ADM towards long. And once again, War not going to be forcing the issue too much here. Just waiting to see if there's any aggression coming in. They're going to be molotoving towards 1A. We'll see whether that's going to actually do anything towards JDM. He is flashed off for now, going to jump off the foul bed.
That's still, I don't think he meant to hit the railing.
Yeah. He still does get some vision with the terrorist. Not going to be falling back just yet. Probably knows he can out-warp anyone on that team. But now that flash will force him to go back to the bomb site. There's a smoke as well to give him some time. FugLy finding the first kill on towards DSR. And hazed once again, pushed off towards short. Tons of info here. Means the CTs don't really have to rotate too heavily. And JDM falls back to the bomb site.
Slow it down as well. AKs, 1M4 and MSO. He's out toward long. His 2 teammates, based on how far advanced he is, how much real estate he thinks he has. He doesn't have a lot, to be fair, because there's still a choke point to go through. JDM facing him down. They're going to start to rotate over in that position, and now they've lost that anchorage, but they've got to go 30 seconds. It's a long rotation on Overpass, we know that. And JDM, pretty straightforward, watches the shoulder bait. Takes down no one, bomb dropped as well. Brehze going to try and go in. Player we've often talked about to be the standout on this team, but really not much even he can do in that situation. 5 rounds now for CLG, 2 for Without a Roof, and again, money gone on the terrorist side.
Indeed, after winning the pistol, it's currently standing at 5-2 here, and Without a Roof only get $1,400 going into this round, so they're going to struggle to do anything with this. We have got Brehze, he's got 3k, so we upgrade to a Desert Eagle. The rest of his teammates don't really have that option. A couple of PT50s coming in, make it 4 actually. They're going to go with that mentality. The Tarik aggressive here. And he's got the Silence M4, this will be a great weapon. Spot a couple of heads over the fountain, gets 1, but taken down by DSR. Good shot from him. And now there's something to work with here. Terrorists do manage to salvage him for, I think. Let's see whether they can pick that up. It's going to be the main objective going forward. JDM does manage to leg MSO there. And they've got the M4 now. So there's something to work with there. Not much, no, but something.
Give me something to work, and I'm a work it, girl.
Yeah. Who's that? Who said that? Was that
I don't know, sounds like a Missy Elliott line, to be honest. Let me work it. Low HP though on MSO. Inside of the bathroom. Do you remember, you probably did, Woodstock, the female player from North America? WSK?
Doesn't ring a bell, no.
She played for Team Empyrean, I think, in CS Source, and then brief stint with UB United before they were CLG Red.
Okay.
When I see MSO's name, I think of WSK because they spelt it the same with the same capitalization and little up sign. So I keep thinking it's a female in my head, but
Circumflex.
I think there was actually also a female player that had a similar name to MSL or Missel or something that played for United at the time.
Well then, it's actually going to be the man advantage for Valeruca. They still have a lack of firepower, but that M4 is going to be important here. Seb edges his way up towards long. Cutler with a decent position towards Optimus. Finally kill so far, but does spot 2 players.
Cutler sprays down one onto no one. And behind this Optimus Prime, the truck position, though, he has been tagged up down to 5 HP. Has to spray the quarter pre-fire as DSR has taken down hazed behind him. He's going to advance as well. As we take that back. Sorry, excuse me. It's Seb that's advancing out toward the long position. Bomb picked up. AK, or rather AWP in hand. Hits the shot. Goes for the no-scope on the second one. A little bit aggressive, but now with the one-on-one, he has to go for the plant. 4 seconds. He's got there in time. But FugLy is going to be able to take advantage of the position from this. He'll have heard this, though. Way too much information given away by Noise. And Seb with an excellent shot up close.
Well then, I think FugLy was just banking on the fact he didn't have time to actually get the bomb down. As soon as he goes down in that position, though, all bets are off, and it came down to Seb with some nice clutch play there with the AWP. Good no-skip on towards Cutler. Bomb goes down, and then the timing's just working out in his favour. FugLy did jump over to try and gain that intel, but faced the wrong way. Seb gets a shot in the back, and that's around going towards about a roof. They didn't really have much to work with there. 4 P250s and a Desert Eagle. CLG will be forcing into this round. It does make sense. They want to try and reset to about a roof as quickly as possible here, but they've got the AWP and 4 AKs now, and a decent amount of utility. It's going to be JDM on the scout. Tarik on that 5-7. This is a difficult round for them to win here. Not going to be going too aggressive here, but 2 players towards the bathrooms. Cutler is towards long. Not going to be facing as such, just jumping over with his knife. Trying to spot if anyone's showing any presence there.
Apparently, MSO is actually Method from Team 3D. Used to play with Silent and the like.
No way.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Mikey So.
Yeah. So it's actually Jaso is the female player. I remembered as well. That's why I'm
Why
getting
wouldn't he be
confused.
calling himself Method? He's like
MSO.
a legendary player.
Yeah, Method.
That's insane. Are you sure that's right?
That's what someone tweeted me. I don't know. Sarah Starlight, you're on the platter. It's not my fault if I'm wrong.
I would say that's maybe a troll, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, there was a Method that played on with Mainline and Silent.
If it's the Method from Team 3D, like Mikey So in the CGS and stuff, like he was he was a legendary player, right? So I'm not sure it's him, but
Actually, it was Team Method they were on. See, look how confused I am. No, that could be. I mean, this is what Sarah Starlight says. She linked me. I'm going to look at the Steam community. I'm going to look at the Steam ID. She sent me a Steam ID. Jaso was the female player I was thinking of, by the way.
right. That's not as important.
Steam community ID Method CS. You cast while I look this up.
Okay, 5-3. It's going to be still a 2-on-2. Brehze is going to be low HP. The bomb is down towards mid. 20 seconds remaining here, but still massive advantage in terms of the weaponry. No one coming up here. That kill should be going in his favour. It's a messy exchange, but takes down JDM. 15 seconds now. Tarik can be flashing onto the bomb side just at that 5-7. Knows he needs to do big work here. Drops the bomb. And now 1-on-1. Time ticking away. So Tarik to make the next move. And a lot of pressure here. There it is. Lovely work from Tarik. Coming up clutch in the 2 versus 1 situation. And does not pick up the orb. Oh, that must have been a scout, in fact. It's the big screen. I can't really see what's going on there. It must have been why I didn't pick it up. Got any information for us, Matt?
Over the years playing, I've met many people. Friendships, rivalries forged alike, where the former more often than the not takes the prolonged intermissions for the latter in the spirit of competition. But the only thing, this is his profile, no information that I can gain to suggest that it actually is Method.
It said Mike out there, so maybe.
It could be.
Los Angeles.
There you go. Here we go. Mike's going to bring it up. Actually, sorry, take that back. Yanko's going to bring it up on stream for us, but who knows? Maybe it is. We'll have to find out. If anyone else has information, feel free to tweet. If it is, that's pretty freaking cool that he's playing CSGO right now. But hazed going to find 2. JDM to start it off as well. Takes down DSR. Awkward situation for MSO to be in, jumping into a team like this that, as we talked about, has the roster turmoil kind of going on right now. It's very hard to win games, especially against a top team like CLG. But 7-3 now our score on the CT side. They'll be able to buy up this time. 5-2-5 for DSR if they wanted to elect to bring out an AWP, but he's already gone for the AK. So it's going to be 5 rifles on the terrorist side again.
Well then, after winning the pistol, it's going to be 7-3 here. So we've had a couple of decent rounds here, but that clutch from Tarik really has.
It is him. Someone confirmed it with his ESEA account, and 2 other people
That's
said
so
it is.
sick, he's back. He was
Yeah,
like.
actually, Nick Noit confirmed it.
Yeah, well, Nick Noit's another
3D player.
Yeah, exactly. So like, that's kind of cool. That's really awesome. I just don't know why he wouldn't be called. Maybe he just wants to wait until he gets to a decent level, then he call himself Method again and be back. But that's really awesome. But anyway, it's going to be Brehze coming into the bomb site here. It actually looks like they're running the B bomb site. FugLy coming in, takes down Seb and hazed with the MP7 as well. He's going to kill on towards DSR. 3-on-3 now, but still it's an advantage towards the terrorists as the bomb is planted there. Retake coming in. that's available for the CT. But that's a big miss from hazed. Needed to get that kill. No one finds it. And here go, a couple of kills in reply. It's going to be the round secured. Tarik once again coming up big. But still, that was pretty hairy for CLG. By the roof, making a convincing case for himself in terms of the entry frags. CLG very decent on the retakes. 2 kills for Tarik, 2 for FugLy. Cool. You have found. I'm still really excited.
Yeah. Also, by the way, just shout out to Nick Noit. One of the first sort of, I casted a charity lane, but then the first kind of lane I casted in that had sort of players added. Adren was there, Dynamic was there, Volcano, Pex 3, and Legend and whatnot. He was there playing with. I think he was on the team with the Bears and Moses at the time, actually, at LAN ATS in Montreal. So.
Yeah, Nick Noit was one of the best stall players in the source, actually.
I used to call him Nick Noit just to be me, I guess.
Cool guy. Anyway, 8-3. 5 deagles full without a roof. Make it 4 as hazed drops no one. FugLy doing it as well. It's going to be a pretty simple round here. Not really much to report. Actual frags being exchanged. Secured. FugLy does drop 2. Like so. And they get a couple of kills here. So maybe there is something to work with. Who knows?
8-3 now. 2 players left alive. MSO. Method. I'm just going to go with Method. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get it rolling. He's got the AK. It's DSR on the deagle, though, and Method's going to try and work in through bathrooms. Split by hazed right now, they're positioning, so if he gets the information, and he will, because DSR fires a shot toward that stairway that they're up there, could work with this, but having lost a teammate, this is actually quite clever. I was going to say hazed is going to go back to B to make sure they anchor both sides, but knowing that they're both over toward the A side, he's going to try and flank this out. And DSR's gone for the M4. He's looking and considering this possibility, but it might actually work that he just gets around the corner, gives up on the potential, looks back, here we go. And hazed could arrive. They're looking at B, though. This is literally a game of cat and mouse. Who's going to find who first?
Well, it's hazed to be getting the information. As soon as he gets to middle, you can probably assume his teammate will be rotating over towards B. But he's just spotting towards that bathroom area. Not really getting much for this, but we'll see how they decide to go down. JDM playing passively towards bank. I guess they want to kind of play that mentality of sticking together, not making it 2 1-on-2 situations. Going to be rotating now. I think the game is up. The smoke has been deployed towards heaven. That's going to slow JDM down. Hayes coming in towards connector as well. So they will be pincering the side together. It's still an opportunity without a roof to get a crossfire set up here and maybe take the round as well.
JDM, the first to arrive on the scene. AWP in hand, DSR, good position. Method going to watch off where Hayes is looking to come in. But flash out from his teammate, hence why he turns. And he's able to pick up Method quite quickly. Good shot from DSR. Has to avoid the quick scope of JDM, and you never want to confront that because he hits the shot once more, and they're going to go up to their 9th round on the CLG side.
Yeah, as soon as his position was given away, the crossfire made it a lot less effective, and JDM, like you said, he has to wake up pretty early in the morning to catch that guy out. Comes round, gets a quick scope in, and wins the round 9-3. That was still a very good round for without a roof, considering the buy. They had some Desert Eagles and body armor. That was about it. Lost the first 2 or 3 kills, and managed to get a bomb down in a 2-on-1 situation as well. So well played by them, but still not being able to take the round here. CLG need to be taking the majority of the clutches. Going to round number 13. Orb now on DSR. Let's see what he can bring to the table here. JDM looking like he was about to go aggressive, but DSR will be waiting for this boost on towards the bench, seeing if he will jump over that smoke. Once again, quite a passive hold from the terrorists. Going to be cleaning out connector. They'll be holding the bathrooms. There are 2 players towards mid from the CTs as well.
Brehze fires a flash. Away from himself, but far into the air to hope to blind anyone peeking out toward long so they can clear the corner and start to make an advance toward the A site. A wrap back around, and Brehze's going to elect to try and do it toward FugLy. Might have paid off about 2 seconds sooner than that, but FugLy, wise to the fact they had no read, starts to fall away, and they go a little bit more passive toward the stairwell entering into the site. Good cross set with JDM. He'll fire 1 shot, fall away, and then it's up to FugLy to hold off the angles as Cutler's going to watch it at long just to make sure no one slips in behind them. And this setup could actually work out, but JDM second guesses his angle, starts to look inside of the bathrooms, and DSR hits the shot instead. All too easy, to be quite frank. As FugLy starts to find another angle because he can't even trade off on that, which was the initial plan.
An advantage now for Wada Roof. They actually have got smokes. They could do the full execution. We're yet to see one of these yet from this side. They're going to be throwing in. This looks like exactly what will be coming into the site. And so with the final smoke. And surely getting a farm down for him is actually a pretty efficient execution, but the Molotov will be slowing him down for now. 20 seconds remain. Cutler ready for them. He has got vision of the side as well, so he could be pivotal.
Shot from Brehze, takes down FugLy, but Cutler there is traded out. DSR again. Tarik shots down the default. Better still, takes down no one. I was going to say the default's fine. He can get that kill with the bomb was already planted, but the second one makes this possible for hazed. Seb's looking for him, though. He knows the flank's possible, but hazed has heard him on the right. He knows he's here somewhere, and he's going to catch him off entirely. DSR has to respond to this, and it's with an AWP that he's going to try and face this rather than fade away and play the bomb in the post plant. Hard shot to hit, spots him at the first time, misses it, and has to switch to the rifle. It becomes a little bit desperate at this point in time. And you're right, 3 bullets to play with, goes back to the AWP because of it, but no time. Thankfully, because no kit, did he get one in time? This is close.
I don't hear it. He's got it.
Yeah, he does. Oh, that's... No!
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, he did.
It looked like it exploded.
Oh, because our camera switched, I thought it literally did. That confused me more than anything else in the world. But yes, he did get it. That was extremely close.
I think I spat on your face when I...
Don't worry about it.
I think I got a bit excited.
Don't worry about it.
But
you just did that on behalf of all of Reddit.
Just got a bit excited when I thought it exploded as well. When we changed the camera angle, it looked like there was smoke everywhere. And I can't hear it, obviously. But anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, 10-3, big round there from hazed. As you said, the AWP remaining, he actually found himself out of position once he missed the first AWP shot. Switched things up, the M4 had 3 bullets, but regardless, DSR coming straight back into this. Round number 14, he opens up the fragging. Taking down JDM, he was the AWP, of course, caught out of position. Now, once again, the 5-on-4 in favor of Without a Roof. Can they capitalize this time? Method has gone down to 14 HP, so let's see whether he can do anything with this. He will be carrying the bomb as well.
Hazed inside of the site. Pretty straightforward. They clear out construction. Have control of both Monster and Sandbag. Actually inside of this site quite convincingly considering the situation. There's rifles up. Flight coming through from the lower tunnels, but FugLy's the first to arrive. Realizes late that the bomb's gone down, obviously. On that initial kill, they had tried to rotate off this. Method's gone down to 8 HP. Cutler still going to try and hold the angle, go for the quick boost with FugLy, but they can't find the shot due to the smokes, and now they have to commit to pushing through. 3 players in, 1 trade out, but Brehze through the smoke is going to hit hazed. No one follows up on Cutler. This has to be theirs. 4 versus 1 now, and Tarik the last alive toward the window.
Yeah, Without a Roof have had this man advantage so many rounds in a row, just haven't been able to finish things off. Finally, they do have a clean round here, only dropping 7 in the process. Tarik will be the last player remaining. And they got that kill, pushing the players back towards the A bomb site, then rotated towards B. Decent execution as well, got good crossfires coming in. He saw the retake, completely shut down from CLG. And now they go into the last round here with very little cash, in fact. They did save 1 M4, so that helps. But still, I think there's going to be 3 players on pistols here. That's going to be Tarik, FugLy, and Cutler. You'd assume maybe stacking towards the connector, trying to find a first pick with a flashbang. Oh, yeah, let's see what they can do with this one. It's going to be, I think it's 2 rifles. Is that what they've got? Yeah, so 2 M4s, kind of throwing it around, working out where they want them to go. Tarik and hazed will be the ones finally wielding them. And there we go, so towards the underpass, trying to see what they can do here. Cutler to be the first player in, Molotov off for now. I assume they'll be going for this first pick momentarily. It's going to be heavily flash. Okay.
Shot from FugLy, though. Good job with the pistol.
Okay.
That gives them a 1 upgraded weapon. It's an AK that FugLy will use from this point forward.
They've got 2 now, FugLy and Cutler.
It's true, but I meant in that specific instance. Okay, don't do that. JDM takes down Method again. 5-7, another pistol kill they lose. And it's down to just DSR with an AWP and no one with an AK. You had to think this was a chance for them to finally capitalize and bring this to 10-5.
You thought so, but now CLG have got 5 rifles and a 3-man advantage in terms of the lineups. 2 players remaining, 4 without a roof. It's going to be no one in DSR. They have got the bomb and a little bit of utility as well, but still so much work to do. It'd be an absolute nightmare for CLG to throw this away at this point. The fact they have no kits, I'd say just try and hold on, deny the plant. You can sacrifice a couple of players going for those frags. Looks like without a roof will be edging their way towards B. Time ticking away as we hit the 35-second mark.
DSR toward Monster. Tarik, good angle to hold, drops bomb. 14 seconds left in DSR in a 1 versus 5. Not really much you could do to even try and get that down or win the round. 11-4 at halftime. CLG very convincing. I'm not really surprised. If you lose the eco, that was their best chance to try and start accumulating rounds. Not only that, they lose I won't call it a full eco, but kind of a force buy, another round where they should have picked it up. And I mean, with those 2 rounds in, you're looking at a potential 8-7 scoreline. So
yeah, I don't think the score actually the first half paints the full picture as to how it went down. It seemed like a lot of clutches, a lot of questionable clutches going in the favour of CLG. That one that strikes to mind is the Tarik 2-on-1 when he had the 5-7 as well. That was crazy. Without should be taking that. A lot of close 1-on-1 situations as well where Without just couldn't get it going. They won the pistol as well, only picked up 4 rounds in the end. A little bit disappointed at that, but a heavy lead for CLG going into the second half. We'll have a look at the buy coming in for them. They're going to have 3 sets of armor and 2 utility players as well. That normally suggests you're going towards B, but let's see how they decide to go with this one. CTs, 4 armors and 1 diffuse kit on Method. They're going to be going a little bit aggressive towards them. JDM going to be pushing them down, and he actually will get the spot on the first player here. He's got a lovely headshot to open things up in the body to finish it off as well. He takes down Seb, and now DSR falling back to the bomb site with his tail between his legs, as they have lost a man advantage.
Bad dog.
Bad dog.
Yes, are tagged. Minimally down to 87 HP. JDM's going to get aggressive, push through, tries to time it with that pushing down long, which is FugLy and hazed. Not surprising they're together in this situation, and they have got control of at least the starting aspect of the site, the front of the site. They can go for the default plant in the smoke, but no one pushes through, catches off 2, and third is shot as well into FugLy. A beautiful shot at that with the P2000. And they know hazed was somewhere near default, so no one just has to hold an angle that won't let him escape. It's Tarik instead that becomes the threat. But he misses the shot, 20 HP, and no one again. He's got 4, has to be the ace, though. It's hazed, and he gets it. Oh, what a round. An absolutely brilliant round from no one.
I can't believe the CLG gave them so many opportunities. You know, they had the man advantage, the bomb's getting planted, but very, very nice round from no one. You can't take that away from him. Absolutely sick stuff from him. 5 kills. He had 20 HP as well. Just very crispy stuff, and he's made all his way to the bomb site. Especially that shot towards long as well. That was nuts. Just a simple one bullet completely shut them down, and still capitalising the 1-on-1 as well. That could have slipped away from them, but big rounds. He gets tons of cash for that, so he'll be going with the M4. Teammates.
Of course, why not?
Yeah. And again, CLG, not on the force buy, of course. Probably a little bit tilted by that, I would say. It seemed like a round that was guaranteed to win. And we won't be buying for this AK from the next for sure. PG50s and Tech 9s this round. Hazed just on the Glock. Trying to get the bomb down any way they can at this point. There's not really many options here with no utility. They're just hoping they can just stick in bathrooms together, find a stray CT, but I don't think that's going to happen. You can see how passive they're being, making sure they're not giving anything away, keeping the range nice and long here. As terrorists now group on towards mid, and slowly but surely will be deciding where to go.
The man from nowhere, no one, with the M4 gonna play this. A longer angle, let Brehze and Method try and get the information. Oh, mistiming. I was gonna say this is pretty straightforward hold for them, but unfortunately Method misreads it. It's Brehze this time with an ace, so 2 straight aces back to back. 1 for no one, 1 for Brehze.
Yeah, well, that was the round. It wasn't really going to amount to anything. This is where it gets interesting now.
Look, I'm just excited for aces.
I know you are. And of course, it's nice to see 2 in a row. That's quite rare.
Let's get a third.
Let's get a third, but...
Make it Method so we can get hyped about Team 3D.
I'd love to see that. He's currently on 3 for 14. So...
Doesn't matter. I'm excited.
Okay, well, I'm sure...
He's trying to keep it with 3 for 3D.
He was always famous with the M4, to be fair, so maybe that's what he's waiting for. He's going to just wait till he gets that in his hands and then...
It's interesting how a lot of players... We saw Spawn playing at the 1v1, and he was saying, like, oh, like, the M4 was the way to go, but apparently that's not the way anymore. So, the old school players love the M4.
Indeed.
Hazed with 1 quick bomb plant, allows a fast buy into round 3. FugLy gets down Brehze. We're going to need an ace, potentially, to try and save this now, because bomb's going to get carried in from Monster and potentially planted on the B platform.
Well then, should be round over at this stage, and this was an absolute bit of magic coming in from the CDs. They're going to be smoked out of all positions as well. I think they'll just be staying at this point, which they will. So they'll be deciding to keep the MP7, the FAMAS, and the M4. The money should be okay here. They've had 2 pretty clean rounds, but we'll see how this one goes down. 5 AKs still remain for CLG. Decent round for them. It's working a default, getting into that B side. There was an aggression play from the CTs towards short. They get that first kill. That's the bomb side open for them. Find the next kill as well. It's not Method getting the ace this time, but I can feel it. He almost got it. He did. Look at the damage he did to FugLy. That was pretty close.
Stop. You're ruining my fun. Get out of my sandbox.
I'm just trying to build up the storyline with you.
Get out of my sandbox.
12-6.
I've eaten it.
I'm glad that's all you did, to be fair. I expected something worse.
Well, if you dig deeper, you'll find another treasure.
Oh, then, like I said, without a roof, still have money to invest into this. It's going to be Method dropping over a rifle, and we'll see how they approach round number 19. After winning that pistol, they're going to go 2-0 up. There's going to be CLG bouncing back. No AWP on JDM yet. Obviously, from 5 players will have the AK, so don't want to throw one of those away. They're going to be focusing on more of a default style here. Just going to be focusing towards mid, see what's going on. And no one just jumping up, spotting towards short. They'll be clearing out connector as well.
Remember before the patch with the hitboxes, that jump spot was so overpowered.
Yeah, that's very true. Like now, it's actually pretty dangerous to go out there. We've seen time and time again playing getting punished for that. There's going to be the push once again from the V-bomb side from Brehze. He gets the first kill from FugLy here, but he's a little bit more. I'd say that's potentially a bit greedy, but he gets 2. Tarik finally takes him down, and he actually gets headshot in the process as well. So great stuff from Brehze here. Another man advantage in favour of without a roof. No one still wants to face this. He'll be back up his teammate who's currently sat in the water. At the 1 minute mark, and now CLG need to work out how they're going to approach the situation. They have got 1 smoke remaining, 3 Molotovs and a couple of flashes, looking for that next pick. There's going to be a CT in towards the bathroom area, so where the terrorists will be going as well. So he needs to be careful here. He needs to be taking at least 1 down with him. Hopefully we can get on that scenario. There's nothing going on his B side. There's DSR.
So.
Oh, there it is.
That's sick. Bye-bye, Tarik.
That's what we wanted.
Team 3D.
Their famous slogan, of course.
That's how it was always said, right?
Yeah.
That's how CGS worked, right? Cheesy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought. Seb gonna spray down, close out JDM. You know what? It may have been 1 kill, but Method won the round. His method of one-tapping worked.
I think he didn't even spot him.
It's okay.
He walked past.
Don't ruin it.
Tarik gave his position away, then he just had the nice little reaction shot. It was actually pretty sick. He gets his 4th kill. 12-7 though, without a roof. Do bounce back. They go into number 20. Pretty poor buy for CLG considering they're going to have 3 smokes, the AKs and armor, but no Molotovs or AWPs here, of course. Nothing to report in terms of the aggression for both teams. Default stance. FugLy and hazed trying their luck again towards short. They get completely wrecked by Brehze last one with that Famas. On the round single-handedly. More the same now, getting that spam through the woods. Not going to find anything for it yet. Gives their position away of anything. That's the player from CLG. Get it smoked out from now. Maybe boost up on towards the sandbags, which they will be doing. And spot into the bomb side, but Brehze pretty sure he's going to spot that all day long. Takes him down.
Sar wants to advance in this. The problem is that he's alone right now. Has to be a little bit careful. Tries to read the fact they're pushing through. Gets it right on the read, but wrong on the play itself, and actually goes down. It's Cutler that takes down Sebens the site. So there you go. An overcommitment. DSR, they have the first pick. They can fall back into the site. He gets 1 more and gets caught out, and suddenly the whole round shifts. It's going to be a bomb plant down for CLG. Awkward position for Cutler as he tries to catch them off coming up from the bank stairwell, but Method and no one pick up kills. And now it's a real chance to defuse. FugLy has to play the long angle from the bathrooms, goes for the peek, and it's traded perfectly.
Nice work there. Decent retake from the Without a Roof. Like you said, Cutler in that off angle, definitely a 1 and done position. He didn't even get a single kill for it. How do you found that? Could have been very possible for CLG, but Without a Roof trading effectively, coming into the site together. Didn't really need much utility. CLG were clutching at straws at their buy. Regardless, they do get the bomb down and get an extra $800, but still only $1,900 getting into this. 21, so going to be on to pretty much an eco here. Desert Eagles and PT50 purchased. No utility once again. This is a chance for Without a Roof to get back into this map. Didn't think they would after the first half, but that big pistol round win from no one definitely actually has gotten back in towards this game. They're controlling the economy right now as well. Seb
looking for a better angle, better shot, but hazed responds. Oddly enough with the pistol, he's going to run forward and say, thank you very much. I'll take the M4. Start things off. There you go. Take the gun, get a kill. Why not? Get the man advantage.
Was that DSR pushing the connector?
Yep.
I didn't. Okay, like you
And
know.
now they pick up another gun from it.
Yeah, you know you're up against an eco. You don't need to commit to that. You're by yourself. It's such a high-risk maneuver. Now no one's stuck on the site. Cutler coming in. He's got a decent position on him as well, but luckily he does spot him. Flick shot comes in, doesn't land just yet. Now Cutler's just going to be baiting him. If Cutler can stay alive as long as possible, that's fantastic. But Brehze doing good work towards B. Knows he had to find something from that. Takes the kill towards Tarik. Cutler does go down on the A site, and now it's without a risk back on the right. It's a really good movement here from Brehze, making sure he's giving himself stronger chance every time he faces. Drops the bomb as well, just going to be JDM remaining. He's got the M4, but surely not going to have any footing into this round.
JDM's going to push alone with bomb into the B site, see if he can try and find an isolated one-on-one and potentially a bomb plant. If he has time, he can get the post plant set up. It is no one caught peeking, but smartly doesn't overcommit to this. Tries to let Brehze get the shot. He goes low. You have to double face this, and it works out. Bomb goes down, and it's now 12-9. Without a roof, I have to say this is the best we've seen them look.
Yeah.
You said at the start, look, their execution was off on the T side. Not going to give them credit for that, but they were losing the duels. Now they're at least winning the duels, and on the CT side, it's making a huge difference.
Well, the thing is, they actually got it down to a lot of clutch situations. Just weren't winning them. That sometimes those can be the defining factors of the game. If you're not winning any clutches whatsoever, that can actually set you up for an 11-4 scoreline. But they're actually much more convincing this time, actually controlling it very nicely. And we'll see how they go into this round. Another buy coming in from CLG. No AWP on JDM though, so still the money not in a perfect situation. We know how strong he can be and how valuable he can be for this team going into those opening picks. It's going to be DSR now with that AWP. He's got full reign of the map. Going to be facing towards B this time. Kill towards Bucki, surely. There it is. Takes the first pick, and now the CTs can breathe easy a little bit. And advantage gathered. And just hold up and wait for the terrorists to make the next move, which will be towards long this time.
Shot. Cutler's found Seb. That's a good trade. Good damage on hazed trying to do so. Made Seb's kill a little bit easier, but it doesn't matter with it. Trade in their favor. Even though it's a 3 versus 3, they're able to get the bomb down. This starts to favor them in this situation, specifically because all 3 players from without a roof have to come from the same angle onto this A site. JDM's considering the possibility for a flank. It's his job to do so. He's still in a good position to play the post plant as well.
They have got a Molotov, but the CTs have 2 smokes. These could be very valuable. They're able to smoke right in front of the bomb site where the terrorists are actually sat there. Here comes the first one. There's a second as well. This is where it becomes a little bit panicky for the terrorists.
Yeah, reface. Method may have found one, but traded in Tarik on a Brehze makes this done. Tick, 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 boom. Better still.
It was a nice try there from without a roof, obviously smoking off towards long. I would say it would be more beneficial to just take the risk with long and try and face that and have the 2 smokes in front of the actual bomb site itself and take away any sort of gaps, but went for the more conservative approach there and got punished for it. They went for a fake defuser. This is Tarik close up, spraying them down. And it's going to be now the money shifting in CLG's favour. It's going to be a force buy from without a roof. 3 rifles, 2 pistols, a deagle and a 5.7 to be precise. And we'll see how round 23 goes down. Got on only 39, and it's going to be a fast B play by the looks of things from CLG. Bomb going straight towards Monster Tunnel. Maybe going for the contact play. That's a great shot from Cutler. Was that through the planks? And so now going to be going in. That's a good spray down, Matt. You saw it.
I did. Perfect from Method.
Okay.
He's used both M4s successfully now. This guy is a man of versatility.
Absolutely.
Can him and Nick Noit just start 3D again?
Yeah, I'll be the manager.
K-Sharp, I want you back too, pal.
I've already dealt with him.
How did you? Yeah, did you pied Moses, though, which was the better choice.
That's it. I got the option. I was the first on the pie. I said, who do you want to pie? It had to be Moses.
Absolutely.
Like, why would you go near anyone else?
I'm so happy that happened.
Oh, then DSR on 5-2. Looks promising. Oh, well, Seb brings it back to life, actually. 2-on-1 now. Tarik gets dropped through the smoke by DSR. And a difficult round for them. No kits, 2 pistols. Somehow coming out on top as well. It's Method. That double spray down towards Monster. He saves them the round. And this goes on. 13-10. Momentum shifting back in their favour. It's very back and forth here. CLG, the money shouldn't be too fantastic. They do get $800 here. So we'll see, yeah, so it doesn't even help. They could force with Tech 9s, but I think they will be just upgrading with, oh, okay, the Force. Okay.
Why not?
Obviously, it makes sense in this manner because if they do win this round, it fully resets the CTs. Their money's still not great.
Force is dark with this one.
The force is strong with this one, I think.
Strong, you're right. Yep, there you go. There you go. Movie reference entirely on point.
Could have said it's some sort of abstract joke, but it was so far removed from what we saw.
See, I admit when I'm wrong. Hazed, take down Brehze. Yeah, I mean, this is your trigger. This is literally it.
No, well,
if the real world I could force to trigger you, I'd force every time.
This is fine for CLG. I really don't mind this at all. If they only win this round, that's pretty much the game one at this point.
That's true. If they win the round, if they had lost this, it would have been hugely costly.
But like they knew, it was actually very well thought through, I think, because they knew the CLG, the Without a Roof money wasn't going to be great. You saw 2 SMGs coming out. They had the advantage of some Gillos and AKs. Simple play towards B, find the headshots, and actually don't drop a single player. That's the game over at this point. It's going to force Without a Roof to pretty much double eco. They have to force at this point because they can't allow CLG to get the map point here so early on, considering they still need 5 rounds. We'll see what they decide to do. And there's the money, that's what I'm talking about. Without a Roof now. I assume they will be forcing. Here comes Famis's, CZs.
Shotguns.
All in.
Meg 7, please. Give me Meg 7 in the lower stairs.
I don't know why would you get head armor? You've just seen they've got 5 AKs and Galils.
That's true. That's a waste of money. Specifically because you could have bought a kit with some of
they
that
didn't
money.
get a
See, look, no one goes no head armor. He has a kit.
They could have had smoke. They could have had 4 or 5 smokes, and it doesn't. That's a real bad play from them. They didn't get a single kill, and there wasn't any SMGs last round, so it's really weird why they do that. Some players don't think about.
I don't think. Just kidding. I think you're good looking, HenryG.
Well, that's not even an opinion. It's just a fact.
My thoughts are facts, Henry. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Push through Monster to see if anyone's out toward B. They'll wrap back around. They don't want to go for a full flank and get too curious on this. They're going to go back toward the A site, though, getting that early information. It's DSR that's been waiting there, but FugLy's going to take down Method. And now they'll push from long.
You see a great position for CLG. That's one in a difficult spot, though. Should be going down here. No one gets him. And Hayes does it either, but it's pretty equal exchanges. Brehze coming in the back. And actually, Without a Roof making something out of this. A lovely shot there from Cutler. Surely securing around there with no one. The big clutches before. I think he's going to get this as well. Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Oh god.
No one. All this hype about Brehze, but I have to say, my favorite player on this team right now is no one. He's been like, the nights we've seen him, the most consistent by far.
14-11. The story continues. Who would have thought?
The saga.
The saga continues, yeah. Let's go with that word, that's better. Round number 26. I thought after the first half this was done pretty early on, but CLG still plenty of cash to buy into this one. Money's still not stable for Without a Roof. You can see Famis's. They have managed to pick up an M4 as well. They're going to be focusing 4, actually, is it 5 players towards B? It is. Okay. Unorthodox. But obviously that was the round they're working out so well for CLG. Problem is they've opted to go towards long. So now
this is going to be the same play they did last time. So out through, flash over, check it, wrap back around, over to the A site. So all they're trying to do is get information off of this, and I can admire it. It's clever, but I'm curious to see what would happen if CLG had someone waiting with 3 players walking through smoke like that. So now they get the rotation in. Last time it was a near loss clutch. This time they're with guns. Limited significantly in their movement. Good play from FugLy to lurk in late, takes down no one. Pushed up, we'll see if that gives them a read as to where exactly CLG is. Hayes going to plant the bomb default, but look at how limited, this is where I was kind of going with this initially with my thought, is that they're all on the stairs. They haven't got back inside the site just yet, so with the bomb down already, CLG's already got decent post-plant positions, and those early rotations haven't amounted to much. Sed gets the first, Method with the second, takes down Hayes, jumps over, looks for information, but instead it's going to be the 3 players from CLG trying to slow things down, just to wait out that time on the bomb. Good pick from Seb. 2 players out toward bathrooms, 2 to push, 1 on the bomb, but a Molotov may buy time here. There's only a kid on Seb. He's got 19 HP. He can't afford to go toward this. Both killed, though. They've got this.
They're not defusing just yet, but I think they're okay.
Well, they're waiting. Again, Seb has the kit. 19. He can't really afford to get on it right away.
Oh, okay. This is the problem when I don't have the PC. I'm just kind of...
You're all right. I got you.
Kind of hoping with my analysis. But anyway, 14-12. Somehow, once again, CLG, fantastic positions. These retakes from Without a Roof have been insane. Up against the ropes, having poor buys, and they're actually going to force CLG to an eco here as well. Going to have Desert Eagles and Tech-9s, a little bit of head armor as well. 1 flashbang, but that should have been it. They had the perfect round set up there. Bomb down, man advantage, post-bomb situation positions, and didn't really utilize that. Aggressive. Will the connector takes down Tarik into the CLG, forcing him towards B. Got some advantages here. There's gonna be another. Oh, what?
That is-
Mikey So, come on! You gotta hit those.
You gotta hit those, Mikey So. Mikey So slow.
Oh no. Come on.
Oh no.
You've gotta make those.
Please, no. Not like this.
Can't be the way to lose the game.
Bomb drop though, they haven't picked it up. CLG has to make
It
a
is.
play. JDM's got DSR and
No.
Seb's late. Okay, you have an AK.
He'll go for this, I think. Oh, well, maybe not. He still has time, I guess. but-
Okay, no, actually, so FugLy's picked up an AK now, but I thought Seb was a little bit closer. I thought he was going to try and peek the first shot, but now he's got JDM looking the wrong direction. Has to hit that, and Mikey So. Sorry, that was all I took away from that round.
He was baited in so perfectly. He could have stood there with his knife out and watched them for another 10 seconds or so. They had no idea he was there. It was a really good bait. And I think he sprayed it. We didn't get to see it from his perspective, but from what I gathered, CLG only bought one flash that round, so they kind of completely owned him in terms of utility. I think it was just one of the whiffs of the century. I don't think we have replays today, so we can't grab that, but still, it's going to be 15-12, and now the force buy from without a roof. Surely this is it now. I've held on for so long, but you feel like it's coming to its logical conclusion. Round number 28. CLG have looked a bit rough in the second half, but there goes the first frag. Surely takes down Seb. And this is where it starts to fall apart.
And potentially the end. FugLy back in shorts. Mikey So takes down hazed. That's your bar moment. FugLy's got him in trade because he goes low on HP. If he becomes a streamer, I hope he uses that.
3 players remain now for the CT. They need to find a kill with DSR jumping up first. He gets taken up by Tarik, and this is going to be a simple kill for FugLy. Just Brehze now remaining, and he does find a kill, but I'm going to call it over, Matt. I hate to be the pessimist as usual.
Yeah, you always are. It's fine. I let you do it. I bait you into it. You're not wrong, but you're still the pessimist.
I'll say
Pessimist belt.
GG Bell. And we're done.
Not wrong, belt.
Well then.
So 16-12, I have to give Without a Roof credit. They were winning some duels tonight. I thought they played much better than we've seen them play over the last few evenings. Definitely lacked some execution on their T side. There was some issues, obviously losing a little bit aggressive, I think, on the second round after winning the pistol. A little bit careless, lost to the eco. That kind of defined the half for them because, if they won that, as well as there was a second eco, even still without that, it could have been a 9-6, 8-7 half, and it goes 11-4, still bring it back to a close scoreline.
Yanke, what do you think about Method being back?
How long it took us to figure out if it was really
I had
him
no
or not.
idea.
So I don't know how he got to play with these guys. I'm not sure if one of the other guys is also a veteran player.
Well, this is my question. So there's all these players that haven't played CSGO, and Nick Noit is another one that says blatantly in his Twitter profile, and someone else tweeted me saying he's making a comeback as well, that wants to get back into CSGO. What's the avenue? Because you have to start somewhere, but you join these lower teams, and when they're getting blown out, how do you make yourself look good? You have to be pretty crazy at that point. What's the best way back in for an old player like that? Like this is.
I think I don't think there is a way back in, if I'm honest. Someone like him, it's going to take the time he does get good enough. It's going to take another year or so to actually grind out the hours and keep to a
RPK
certain
might be
level.
the only one that was gifted that chance.
But he wasn't like Mike. He stopped after CGS, right? That's when he was done. That was 2008. Like RPK was playing right up to 2013. He actually played like CS Source and CSGO at the beginning. It's not like he came back fresh in 1.6. Like this is a completely different storyline. So I don't think there is a way for him to come back in competitively, not to a high level. Playing with these guys, I think that's perfect. He can probably grind it up and kind of stay around that level. But it's really cool to see him back. But it's just I don't think it's going to lead to anything.
I mean, with these players, it's always that obviously they have the skill, the game sense. Being veteran players, they know how to play the game of Counter-Strike. But the game of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, mechanically, probably not. So I agree with Henry. It takes a lot of time to simply get on that level mechanically to able to compete, and otherwise you're just going to be losing game duels.
But if you have the fundamentals, wouldn't it be quicker to just deathmatch to learn the mechanics?
But that's the thing. Yeah, you have to grind it out. Whether it's also that, but it's also learning the physics of the game, how grenades bounce, how to throw
especially when you played Source and they curved bend it like Beckham, like that.
Under throws and everything. So there's a lot of work coming into it. But talking about the game itself, yes, in the end it was pretty close. But I think within context that Without a Roof did win both pistols, although they did lose the second round.
Yeah.
And they won 8 rounds in the second half, but 5 of those were defuses. Like, there were a lot of clutch rounds that went their way. Obviously, props to them for making it happen, but it's also, CLG probably a bit, too complacent, being the favorites in this game and sometimes being a bit over aggressive, and also after a strong first half, but we always talk about, probably felt that they already won the game. At that point, maybe gave a bit too much space to Without a Roof, who did prove that they can at least hold their ground, if not anything else, on a complex map as Overpass is.
Yeah, it's a very difficult map. We know they've had lineup issues there. Every time we cast them, we've got a different player coming in. This time it's Method. And the thing is as well, like, there was some massive clutches for them. One that stands out for me is that no one clutched in the pistol. And with the P2000 play, that's like godlike levels. Like, if you're winning those kind of rounds at 20 HP, he came into that situation with 20 HP and comes in and wins. That's like a CLG shouldn't be facing that many times. Like I said, you won 11-4. You're trying to finish it off quickly as possible, get some cool frags. It was JDM who opened things up. They had a 5-on-3, I think, when they went into that one. And got completely wrecked, and that's always going to delay the game a little bit longer. Like, I think it's just delaying the inevitable ultimately. But it was quite cool to see them actually. I'm glad they got to showcase they are talented enough to have these clutches. A lot of close situations, and no one has some great 2-on-1s and lots of cool situations. And Method actually turned up towards the end, apart from that one round where I feel like he threw the game for his teammate when he was baited in behind the barrel. And actually,
one round.
Yeah, well, it felt like he was doing all right up until the end. CTU had a horrible first half, and he had some really good rounds on the CT, and then ultimately lost them the game with that one round. That reset their money, and he had 3 players on his screen. He sprayed a whole clip, didn't get anyone. It was
that was bad.
Pretty shocking.
Final thoughts before we shift the focus to Dust 2 a little bit?
Just wanted to say that what I liked from Without a Roof in the first half was they started out by spreading out defaults, and they got picked apart. And they realized that after 1 or 2 gun rounds and just grouped together for a B push with one simple flash, just let's go in as a unit, and it won them the round. And it's something that we don't see even with some teams that are a bit higher up than them. They are continuously playing these defaults, trying to play it slow, even if it doesn't work against tier 1 or tier 2 teams. So it's always my advice to teams who are struggling. If you're struggling, just go as a group, right? You give yourself a trap, pop flash in, try to get the trade kills, because otherwise, if you're clearly not coordinated enough, you're just going to be even more worse for you.
Dust 2, a little bit more open, a little bit more pug style. CLG very good on it. We know that. They won last night against Liquid when it was Liquid's choice. And Without a Roof, earlier in the week when we did see them, struggled significantly on it. I think they had Brehze in that night.
That's right.
He did play better on Dust than he did on Mirage, the map before that in the best of 3. But overall, I'm not going to give Without a Roof much of a chance, I don't think. But where do we see them kind of finding their strengths?
The thing is, I think Overpass is probably a better chance than we say. It's more of a pug-friendly map, but I think in terms of the skill available, the skill ceiling for both teams, CLG to have them beat across the board. There's no one that really stands out for me on Without a Roof. They have some decent players. I know one has some good rounds there, but on a map like Dust 2, I feel like the AWP of JDM is going to be a massive problem. Tarik's going to be playing really well, be really confident, and they'll start showing that lack of respect. They'll be pushing on CT and finding those first frags. I don't really see this being any other result apart from 16.
I agree. The problem is when you're, the lesser team pound for pound, and firepower-wise, you have fewer ways to win the game in itself. And the key for WAR, it has to be for them to play really well individually, for some players to explore, for CLG to be a bit over-aggressive, and for them to take advantage of it, which is probably highly unlikely, but it is the one way they can do it, because it's not like they can rely on some 6 tactics or strats. Dust 2 is not a map for that, even if they had them.
Well, that said, we'll take a break. We will come back with Dust 2. CLG, expected by, I think, all 3 of us to take this in 2 maps, but we'll see if Without a Roof War can find a response. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back, and we'll continue the series.